What's going on, guys? Welcome to Hinamatsuri episode 3. I'm going to go ahead and watch the episode, then we'll have a discussion at the end. The time code for that is in the description. While you're down there, you can also check out the Patreon if you're so inclined, and you can get these episodes a week early. But anyway, Anzu is homeless, and the episode is called Hobo Life 101, so I guess we're going to get some focus on her. Nita spent a lot of money. I don't know if he's just like broke, just real low on money. I don't know if that'll even come up again or if it was just a one-off little joke. But at the end of the episode, he's like, we gotta live frugally for a little while. Hitomi, possibly her life is ruined. We'll see. As you know, as dark as it seems like it could be, which is like her getting dragged into this mess, it's kind of the funniest part, and part of me wants there to just be this weird downward spiral for this 12-year-old girl, but keep it lighthearted, if you know what I mean. As long as it all works out in the end. Who was it? What author was it who said, like, you can do whatever you want to your characters and treat them as horribly as possible as long as there's a happy ending? Who said that? I don't know. But, you know, like this horrible downward spiral for Hitomi, but like in the end it all turns out okay and never really gets that bad because it's all a lighthearted comedic tone. Anyway, let's watch the episode, I guess. So, yeah, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Also, I want to look up who said that. If anybody even said that, I might have dreamt it. So she's stealing food still. Utako out here chasing her down. I still like the outfit. So that's all she does to get food. She just steals it. Because she has to get food. It doesn't wanna upset Hina. Oh, it's the homeless guy. I don't know if she knows about the concept of jobs. She might not. Oh, damn. Fuck the police, huh? Goddamn. I guess because she has a close relationship with Nita. I don't know what her past is like. But, yeah, I don't even know if she, like, knows that there is a way to get food other than taking it. I guess she probably has an understanding of that kind of thing, but I don't know. I don't know what it was like in her wherever. I kind of want a clarification of that, just so I know what to call it. You know, when I reference where they're from. Dimension, planet, time period. Did they travel into the past? Still had that girl in episode 1 at the very beginning who we haven't gone back to yet. So I don't know. But she's going to go live in this little fucking shantytown thing. Is that the right term? Hey, hold up. How would I even look that up? How would I look up such a thing? Because it's not a quote. Like, let me just give this a shot. You can do whatever you want. Help if I spelled right. To your characters as long as there's a happy ending. This is not going to get me jack shit. It's just giving me shit about the show Happy Endings. But I swear somebody said that. It might have even been like a kid's book. Or like a children's writer. It's like someone who wrote stuff for younger audiences. It's like you can have whatever dark shit happen in the show that you want as long as it all turns out okay in the end. Homeless senpai. No, they're not after him. He's living differently than you. Yeah, he's going to teach her. This homeless guy who sold her to the Yakuza is going to teach her. See, does she even... Yeah, see, she didn't even know. She's like, there was food, so I took it. They're chasing me. I just thought that was like how it was. She doesn't know what a job is, I guess, and she doesn't know, maybe she does, but she didn't know that without a job, there's another way to get food. She doesn't know how to be an honorable homeless person. To scavenge and scrounge. This is kind of cool. Training to be homeless. The supernatural, superpowered psychic girl. Just training with this homeless man. Yeah? I guess not. Hobo Life 101 indeed. $6? Yeah, right? That's the life. She's actually learning about how to live in a society. Or what it means. What a hero this man is. Holy shit, she is gonna go through such a fucking arc right now, learning to be homeless. Although I will say, you don't necessarily have to do stuff like use a stick to check under vending machines. That'd probably be a good time to utilize the psychic powers. Try to get money out of places that are stuck in. Yeah, I mean, kind of ostracized. None of them are like saddened that there's a homeless 12-year-old. They just hate her. She didn't know. She thought she paid for it herself. What song do you know? I can't even imagine. I'm not sure what to say. Where the fuck did you learn that? That's all it took, huh? To act like a silly little kid who can't sing some terrible song. Alright, you're in with the homeless community. You did it. This trash can kinda is the closest thing I have to home. So what's he doing now? With his money situation, balancing Hina with women and his life. I don't think he would offer to take her in, because he doesn't want to deal with that shit. But, hey, give her money. So he's still got money. You got 600 there. 40,000. She's not gonna take it. I mean, fucking, it's being offered to you. Just fucking take it. There's nothing wrong with getting help. You're gonna be so prideful about it. But hey, she's at least thinking about earning it herself rather than stealing or anything. Just hearing them talk about their struggles. So yeah, you know, maybe you should take it. Not just for you. Yeah, she's coming back for it. And she could use her powers to, like, stop the car. Or maybe even, like, speed herself up. She's just not even doing that. She's just living normally. This is, like, way different. Episode 2 to 1 episode ago. She just comes in, fucks up a gang of bikers, steals their clothes. I was like, I've come to defeat you. And now we're here. That was real fast. I'm trying to think of other things that I've seen that have done something like this. Pay us back for everything you stole. Like a supernatural person or somebody from another world or time period or whatever who comes to our world and is just homeless. And we actually, like, watch them just living a homeless life. And that causes them to change from who they were. That's what causes her arc. The fact that she came to this world, landed in the streets, so now she lives in the streets. She's homeless. That's actually interesting. So, Hitomi's here. Oh no, she's super smart. And now she's going down the wrong path. And she's asleep. She's a total failure as a student. She's a bartender. I guess she likes it because she keeps coming back. It's like her fucking superhero alter ego. I become a bartender at night. See, why did you come back? I guess she liked it. Or maybe just for money. Or because she couldn't say no. She's just too... She's too nice. This is legal? You can just do this? Well, okay, well, certainly not acceptable to the school, at the very least. Okay, so she's been blackmailed. How she got back there at all, I don't know. I guess they just asked her to come. Fucking smart. What a badass. Holy shit. Yeah? Wonder if she got in trouble with her mom that one time. Nah, don't try to play that game. Don't fall for it. Girl? What? Why'd you fall for that? Come on. Oh my god, the face of horror. That's fucking Scream. Well, that's just... I like the dark parts of this show are by far my favorite. The scenarios are fun. Holy shit, and she's a prodigy. They'll be taken in by Hitomi's magical drink pouring abilities. Oh, that's her teacher? I didn't realize. He definitely saw her already. I understand having to do a double take, because you'd be like, nah, couldn't be. Duck. You're small. Utako's there, let her do it. He's trying to do like John Voight in Anaconda. That's my impression. How do you not know? She just has a bow. Me. Again, yeah, he's like, it's disbelief, because he's like, there's no way. What the fuck? How could that be? That sounds like a title of a light novel. Although add in another world to the end, because it has to be an isekai. One of my best middle school students is a bartender in another world. Shit, I should write that. It wouldn't have anything to do with him. It wouldn't be his fault. I get that a lot. This is anime. 40-year-olds can look like they're 6. Have you ever seen A Certain Magical Index? I bet she can make it. Show him. Like, again, it's like superhero type thing. Like, show your power, show him what you can do. But it's making a drink. Get it. As she gets in the zone, she's into it. It's like what she was born for. Fortunately or unfortunately. That face, though. I don't know. I don't know if this is a good thing for her life. But it's kind of funny. It's my favorite aspect of the show. Her becoming a bartender. Oh, yeah. Okay. The fucking smug-ass face. Again, it's the kind of thing you'd see in another show with everybody like laughing because they know someone's true power. But our true power is alcoholic beverage stirring and shaking and mixing and such. Oh god. Amazing. Good excuse. The longer he spends around her, the more he might think she looks like Hitomi. But you did it. You tricked him. She's just fucking making bank, so I guess good for her. Nothing wrong with that. That's fucked. Well, now you have one more than him. Should have split it. Give it a shot. So offended. Huh? Shock. Horror. Well, that's just a weird image. Aw, look at that. That's depressing. She's like being nicer now. It's like, yeah, just to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, things are turning around with the threat of homelessness. I like the cap. This is her imagination, but I'm guessing she's not going to be very good at cleaning. Can she use her powers to just, like, remove the dust from everything? Just lift all the dust? Put it somewhere else? You did it. You got it. She gets so fucking mad. No. No, 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 no. Be careful. Girl? Powers! You have powers! Thank you. On the streets. I still think you could fix it with your powers, but maybe not. And then there, things were starting to look up with the threat of homelessness. She was being nicer, but it backfired. So you just can't catch a break, dude. Jesus Christ, she just threw it there. Fuck. This is a catastrophe. Rewards for destroying my shit. I mean, yeah. So you're gonna eat some now, too. Mm-hmm. Well, oh, it's gone bad. That's why. Because it's been in there for a while. Because she hasn't done anything to deserve it. Oh. Child. And that. And then the sink is still on. Poor guy. And we don't... Yeah, there's no need. We don't need to see his reaction. We know what it is. We know what it'll be. Just once again, it ends with him going through something terrible. So there we go. That was episode 3. On to the discussion. Okay, episode 3 of Hinamatsuri. We get kind of 3 segments with focus on the 3 girls, Hina, Anzu, and Hitomi. Anzu learning to be homeless. There's a lot of dark stuff in this show, and I like it. I talked about before in the last episode that the dark stuff is my favorite, that while a lot of the time I don't find the show like laugh out loud, gut-bustingly funny, the scenarios are fun, and they're just fun enough to keep me interested. And a lot of that has to do with them being kind of dark. Like, she's homeless and she has to learn to be homeless and deal with that. Or Hitomi being a bartender. Stuff like that, which is my favorite thing in the show. I think that's hilarious. But yeah, just these darker aspects, while you have this show that's mostly light and lighthearted, so you don't think about it that much. You don't think about like how messed up it actually is. But it does a good job of balancing the serious stuff with the humorous side. And so we're watching Anzu who has gone through quite a change really fast. It was just in the last episode where she came here, beat up a bunch of dudes, took their clothes, went to go challenge Hina, and now she's just living as a homeless person and learning to do that. And I think that's really interesting, because I just don't know any other things. Maybe there have been some, but where someone like this comes here, like from another world, from the future, whatever, comes here and they're just homeless. Maybe like a side character, like in the original Terminator, Kyle Reese. He was probably, I don't remember because it's been a long time, he's probably living like on the streets. For the most part, we're only introduced to him like when he comes into the story, and then it's just him trying to protect Sarah Connor. But actually, like, watching one of the main characters who comes here, lands on the streets, and now she's just on the streets. She's come here and is just homeless, and we just watch her and her plot of being homeless. It's like, wow. And this experience of being homeless changes her and shapes her into the person that she's going to be. That's very interesting to think about, that they decided to do that. Like, again, this person from this other world where she was some kind of super-powered child soldier or something comes here, and what changes her for the better is that she was homeless, that she wasn't prepared for the kind of life you would have to live here, because of course she just came to defeat Hina and go back, wasn't prepared for anything else, for being able to live here, didn't really know things about this world, seemingly. And she's just out on the streets, and she's got a great homeless senpai and her homeless group who don't accept her at first, but eventually do with that just wonderful song. And at first I was like, aren't any of them like a little bit upset that there's such a young homeless person among them? But it seems like they kind of came around. At first they were kind of just, within their own group thinking of themselves, and they were like, oh, this kid, and what's she doing? She can't contribute, she can't hack it. And then that song kind of reminded them she's just a kid, and kind of got to them. And that was nice. But yeah, she's learning about all this stuff through being homeless. And again, it's just not something you would generally see, I think, a lot of the time. Somebody with superpowers comes to this world, they're just going to kind of be able to get by however they can because they have powers. But now she's just homeless, and she's not going to use these powers. I say she can use them a little bit, like if she needs to telekinetically try to pull out money from underneath the vending machine or something like that, you can go ahead. But yeah, she didn't even know that there's really another way to go about it. I don't know if she knows what a job is. I mean, she can see that she's stealing from people, that people have these jobs. But I don't know if she knows like the full extent of what that means, or how to get one, or that she can get one. And even disregarding jobs, getting food or money without a job, she didn't know there were other ways. She was just like, well, I have to have food to survive. There is food. I'll go take it. They chase me for this. I guess that's just how it is. Like, she doesn't know what this world is. We don't know what it's like on the other side over there. I don't know what to call it. I do want clarification on that, like I said in the reaction. I kind of want to know just where it is they're from, so I know what to say. Dimension, planet, time period, wherever the hell they're from, I don't know. Saturn? Let's go with Saturn for now. Sure. But, yeah. She doesn't know about that. She doesn't understand the value of the food or of money. Like when she makes $6 and like, you can buy a couple cup noodles with that, and she's like, that's it? And then when he offers her $40,000 or 40,000 yen, $40,000, or when she just has to think about all the food that she took, when she's understanding, oh, that's how much it's worth. And I also like the moment when Nita offered her money. Last episode ended with him being like, I blew a bunch of money, shit. But he's fine. He's still got enough. He's gonna be okay. That was just a little goof. But I liked that moment because she was being prideful about it at first, but then she realized, I should probably take it, not just for my sake, but for the other homeless people who she's grown close to as well, and she wants to help them out, which is really cool. Because I've seen in the OP, it looks like she eventually gets a job, but like, what about her homeless friends? Is she just gonna continue to be friends with them and help them out any way she can. That's cool. That's an interesting little storyline that I wouldn't have expected for this character. Her genuine homeless storyline. But even if it wasn't for them, even if it was just for her, I would have still said, take it. There's nothing wrong with accepting help. You don't need to let your pride get in the way. If he wants to offer you this, then so be it. He's not going to say, come live with me, because he doesn't want to deal with that shit anymore. But, you know, if you can help out, then sure. I'm glad she eventually came back and took it. He does joke with Hina at the end in her story, like, maybe I'll kick you out and let Anzu come live here, which has Hina try to be better, try to be nicer, clean up while he's gone, which of course you know is just going to be disastrous. And it is. It goes about as badly as it possibly could have gone. Like, every tiny little thing just messes up. Even her eating her ikura, which had gone bad because it was there for when she deserved a reward, and it was in there for too long because she never did. And so that makes her tummy get upset, which is bad, and that makes even more stuff break, which is bad. And throughout the whole thing, I was thinking about what his reaction would be, and I was thinking that no matter what it is, it's not going to be a good payoff, because, like, you know what it's going to be. He's just going to come in and he's going to scream, and his face is going to be funny. So I'm really glad that the episode ended how it did. They cut it right when he walked in. He just walked in smiling, like, Hina, I'm home, I've got food. And that's it. It ended right there. We don't see his reaction because we don't need to. You know exactly what it's going to be, and it wouldn't have been a payoff. So cutting it right there, I think, was the best possible choice. And then there's my favorite character and my favorite scenario, Hitomi, who has been lured back into being a bartender and is being blackmailed. And she starts off by saying, like, I'm a great, studious middle schooler. It's like, oh no, she's smart, she gets great grades. Hina doesn't, because she's still sleeping. I really want to focus on the school life a little bit and just see, like, what she's like full-time in class, see her teachers talking to her, or talking to Nita, like a parent-teacher conference, being like, not like 0. Every assignment, 0. I don't think she does. I think she sleeps all the time. I just want to see a little more of that. But yeah, she's a great student, but she's been lured and blackmailed into being a bartender. It was a great moment when she revealed that she had been recording. I was like, oh, what a badass. That's awesome. That's really funny. They can play, like, mind games back and forth, and then they're like, okay, we're going to both delete it. And I was like, I didn't know how that would go. I knew Utako wouldn't, or that she would have it backed up elsewhere. I wasn't sure if Hitomi would be smart enough to do the same, if they would both do that, if the mind games would continue. But that was fun, just these mind games with this woman and this little girl. And I was like, Hitomi, don't fall for it. But she did. And so now she's just forced to be a bartender. And again, that's so weird. I don't know the legality of such a thing. I mean, they're just convincing anybody who comes in that she's not actually a middle schooler, even her teacher. So I guess if they can convince him, they can convince anybody. I think he might just be dumb. But it's such disbelief. He sees her and he's like, nah, it couldn't be. I mean, that would be ridiculous. It wouldn't make any sense. Especially since he knows her and he knows she's such a great student. He's like, how could that be? He even hears her name. And he's like, nah, couldn't be. But she's amazing at it. She's like some kind of bartending prodigy. And she's making money, like a good ass amount of money at 12. So good for her. I mean, it seems like it's working out okay. You know, it seems dark because she's been brought into this world with Yakuza and she's at this bar all the time. But I think it's going to work out just fine. I don't know what she's going to do later in life, if she'll just be stuck as a bartender forever. But, you know, the way I imagined it, or like I talked about at the beginning, of just like this downward spiral of her life getting worse and worse in various ways, would be funny, as long as they kept the overall tone light and as long as it ended okay for her. But this works too, with her being this bartender and being good at it and making money. It's such a weird, dark sounding scenario, but with the light tone and the way it's working out, like it remains fun. It's enjoyable. It's just, again, a weird scenario to think of. I'm gonna have the one girl be homeless. This other girl is gonna become a bartender. Like, what's in store for Hina? Is she just gonna continue hanging around and just doing what she does? Because she's kind of the least interesting right now in that aspect. She just lives with Nita, mostly normal. So, is she gonna get anything else going on? I'm not sure. So yeah, that was episode 3. I'm curious where Hina will go, like I said, just because we don't have a concrete storyline with her right now. So I don't know if we'll just get random little comedic adventures. How long will Anzu be homeless? How long? I'm sure Hitomi will be a bartender for like the entire runtime of the story, but what else are they going to do to keep that entertaining? Because it's not going to be if you just keep cutting to her being a bartender. Like, the shock will have worn off, and the humor of that will wear off, so you're going to need to do more with that joke. And with Anzu, like, will she just keep being homeless? When will she get a job or something like that? What else will happen with her? And what's Hina going to do? I don't know. How are you going to keep shaking up the scenarios to keep them funny? And what are we going to focus on next time? Could be literally anything. So I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you thought of the episode. We can talk about it more in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more like it, subscribe to the channel. And share the video with other people if you think they might enjoy it too. That's about all I got for now. Check out the Patreon if you want these videos a week early. Thank you very much. And I'll see you guys later.